Thank you so much for joining us today. There is something truly special about putting a personal touch on Mother's Day. We hope these classy, high-end inspired projects spark your creativity and help you create a gift that will be cherished for years to come. Let's get crafting. To create these upscale Mother's Day trinket dishes, you will need a few simple supplies often found in dollar store garden aisles or your own recycling bin, such as small terracotta saucers, recycled glass jar lids, or ceramic dipping bowls. You will also need white acrylic paint for the base, small bottles of pink, blue, and green for the floral details, a gold metallic paint pen for the elegant gilded rim, fine tip brushes for delicate lettering, and a clear sealer like Mod Podge to provide a professional, ceramic-like finish. Begin by cleaning the saucer to remove any dust and applying 2 to 3 thin coats of white acrylic paint to the entire surface, allowing it to dry completely between layers. Once the base is set, use a steady hand and a small brush or a gold paint pen to paint the very top edge and the outer lip with metallic gold, which instantly elevates the look from a basic craft to a boutique-style item. Next, personalize the center by using a fine tip brush or a thin permanent marker to write a message like "Mom's Keepsakes" or "Love You," or use small alphabet stamps if you prefer a more uniform look. To finish the design, dot on small clusters of pink and blue flowers around the text and add tiny green leaves and vines to create a light, airy wreath effect. After the paint is fully dry, apply a clear top coat to protect the design from scratches and give the dish a beautiful, high-end shine. These finished pieces make perfect catch-alls for rings, earrings, or keys, and they look stunning sitting on a nightstand or dresser. To create this charming DIY mom keepsake bowl and a personalized bracelet, you will need a small paper or ceramic bowl, Mod Podge, or a similar decoupage glue, paper scraps, like newspaper, old book pages, or patterned napkins, a paintbrush, white paint, for an optional top coat, various textures of ribbon and trim, such as twine, lace, and a wider bow ribbon, and decorative embellishments, like the mom and love charms, small wooden beads, and gemstones. Additionally, for the bracelet, you will need stretch jewelry cord, assorted beads, white and gold are pictured, and perhaps a wooden initial. To construct the bowl, first prepare the paper by tearing it into small, manageable pieces. Use the paintbrush to apply a layer of Mod Podge to a small area of the bowl, press a paper piece down, and then brush more glue over the top to seal and flatten it. Continue this decoupaging process over the entire outside and, if desired, the inside rim, overlapping pieces until the entire surface is covered. Let it dry completely. For the finished look, paint over the dry paper layers with a top coat of white paint. To decorate, carefully wrap twine and other ribbon layers around the lower part of the bowl, securing them with craft glue or hot glue. Tie on or attach the small charms, love and any others, the mom ribbon bow, wooden beads, and gemstones. You can then write small personal messages on tags to place inside. For the bracelet, simple thread the stretch cord with your selected beads and tie a strong, secure knot, adding a little glue to the knot if needed. This heartfelt and beautifully personalized set is ready for a memorable Mother's Day gift. To create this charming DIY wall hanger, you'll need the following materials: a large wooden embroidery hoop, a piece of driftwood or a thick stick, an egg carton, acrylic paint, for example, green, white, pink, beige, with paintbrushes, thick jute twine, thin gold wire or string, wooden beads, small natural elements like dried leaves or small twigs, burlap fabric or a thick woven ribbon, scissors, and a hot glue gun. Start by placing the large hoop flat. Create the central heart structure by cutting a length of thick twine, bending it into a heart shape that fits within the hoop, and using hot glue to secure the shape at the top. Wrap the entire heart frame with the gold wire or string for contrast. To make the flowers, carefully cut individual cups from the egg carton and trim the edges to form petals. Paint these cups with your chosen acrylic colors and let them dry completely. While they dry, cut leaf shapes from the burlap and dried leaves, and prepare small bouquets by wrapping twigs, beads, and painted egg carton buds with twine. Construct the vertical stem and tassel by tying thick twine to the center bottom of the heart, allowing it to hang down, and threading on wooden beads, securing them with knots to form a tassel. To mount the heart, center it inside the large hoop, securing it with hot glue at the bottom point and the top center dips. Position your painted egg carton flowers, burlap leaves, and twig bouquets within the heart, securing them with hot glue to create the dimensional floral arrangement. Finally, to hang the piece, cut 3 lengths of twine and use them to tie the large hoop to the driftwood, creating a bridge. Attach a final loop of twine to the driftwood itself to act as the hanger, allowing the entire beautiful creation to be displayed on the wall. To create this decorative mom shelf display, you will begin by gathering your supplies. 3 freestanding wooden or sturdy cardboard letters, M-O-M, natural jute twine, matte acrylic craft paints, like sage green, cream, and dusty rose, a hot glue gun with glue sticks, assortment of small embellishments such as artificial white or cream flowers, dried flowers, like lavender and button flowers, small natural wooden beads, floral patterned scrapbook paper or fabric scraps, and a small wooden heart tag with a pen or paint marker for personalizing. Start by painting each letter its designated color: sage green for the first M, cream for the O, and dusty rose for the second M. Using thin, even coats and allowing them to dry completely. For the first M, use hot glue to wrap twine neatly around a section near the bottom, then glue on small clusters of lavender and white buds, and finish by adding 3 small white buttons over the twine. For the O, wrap larger sections of the letter with twine, and then decorate one of the twine-wrapped areas with an elegant cluster of cream fabric roses, small faux pearls, and gold-flecked leaves. To finish the second M, glue a strip of the patterned paper or fabric across the center of the letter, then wrap a few layers of twine on top of the paper, securing it with a row of small wooden beads. Finally, hot glue a small cluster of dried pink flowers to the top right of the second M and attach a small personalized wooden heart tag with your chosen message like, "I love you," dangling from the twine. To create this sentimental Mother's Day wall hanging, you will need a 7-inch embroidery hoop, light blue-green burlap or linen fabric, natural jute twine, assorted wooden buttons, natural wood slices or circles for tiny flowers, off-white or cream watercolor paper, cardstock in various shades of green, gold acrylic paint, a fine-tip gold marker, hot glue, natural ribbon for hanging, and a blank tag. Begin by stretching the light blue-green fabric inside the embroidery hoop, making sure it is taut, and trim any excess fabric from the back. For the central element, help the child apply gold acrylic paint to their hand and carefully press it onto the center of the watercolor paper to make a handprint. Once dry, use the gold marker to write "Love You Mom" beautifully below the handprint, and add the child's name and year. To decorate the outside, hot glue jute twine around the entire outer wooden hoop to create a rustic wrapped frame. Cut various leaf and stem shapes from the green cardstock and arrange them at the bottom of the handprint art. Form stylized flowers by gluing the wooden buttons and wood slices on top of the green foliage, creating a dimensional, organic look. Finally, add a length of natural ribbon to the top screw mechanism of the hoop for hanging, and attach a small tag with "For Mom" and a wooden button detail to finish the charming, upscale recycled keepsake. To craft this upscale Mother's Day hanging banner, you will need a few key materials that can easily be sourced from a dollar store, local craft shop, or even repurposed from around your home. A piece of cream-colored canvas or sturdy cotton fabric, cut to your desired banner size. A wooden dowel rod that is slightly wider than the fabric. Natural jute twine for hanging. Acrylic craft paint, and a small brush, or a stencil and stencil brush. Decorative buttons. Assorted fabric scraps for the bird bodies and hearts. Brown cardboard for backing the fabric shapes. Craft glue. A hot glue gun for adult assistance when attaching larger elements. Scissors, and perhaps a needle and thread for stitching some of the fabric details onto the birds. Start your creation by preparing the canvas. Take your fabric piece and pull out several horizontal threads from the bottom edge to create a neat, frayed tassel finish. Then, along the top edge of the canvas, fold a casing over the wooden dowel rod and sew, or use a line of hot glue to secure it, creating a sleeve for the rod to slide through. Now, you can personalize your banner by carefully painting or stenciling "Happy Mother's Day" and "We Love You, Mom" directly onto the fabric, allowing it to dry. The next step is to create the adorable bird appliques. Design and cut small bird and heart shapes from cardboard, then cover the top of these with slightly larger fabric scraps, gluing them smoothly for a textured finish. You can make these birds truly unique by adding tiny fabric wings, eyes, or other embellishments using bits of fabric and buttons. Once your fabric-covered shapes are complete, use the hot glue to artfully arrange and secure them onto the canvas banner below your painted text, layering the birds and adding extra buttons to complete the composition. To finish your beautiful gift, simply tie a length of natural twine securely to each end of the exposed wooden dowel, creating a sturdy hanging loop. First, a massive thank you to our current subscribers. Your enthusiasm and support are the heartbeat of this channel, and we're so grateful to have you on this creative journey with us. If you're enjoying these upscale craft projects but haven't joined the family yet, please consider hitting that subscribe button and giving this video a thumbs up. These small actions make a world of difference. They tell the algorithm you value high-end DIY, which helps us secure the resources to keep bringing you the sophisticated, professional-grade tutorials you love. Let's keep elevating the craft together.